Hey there everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved. I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault, and we're going to talk about what our plans are for day one when ASA comes out. And just looking through this character creator and randomizing things, this is quite possibly one of the best and worst character creators I have ever seen. I mean, just look at it. It's just absolutely horrifying what you can make in this game. So one thing I'm really happy about is that the new the new game is going to have you be able to actually make a decent looking normal character instead of this absolute freak show that we see here on both male and female characters. Alright, well, let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. Alright, so first off, the plan is to spawn in South Zone 3. That's the easy area there. Although, it might be smarter to spawn in up here because this will bring us closer to our destination. But in any case, I think just for the ease of playing and having a lot of, we're going to have some new people, well, not new people, but we're going to have some guys on that have never played the island before.
You might be.
There we go, skip through that. But because we're going to have guys that never played on the island before, haven't played much on the island, I think it's going to be smartest to spawn in and down here. So, yeah, that's the thing. So we're going to go into creative mode, and I'm going to show you kind of the idea of what we want to do when we get here. So we're going to want to head up north to approximately about 1568, roughly. You see that little tiny lake on the map? That's going to be our goal, is to get there. I guess we could start in the north and have a much shorter trip, but it could be a little more challenging to get there. I don't know. We'll figure it out on day one. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get everything set up so that we can actually... Let me see if that still works. Alright, so we went ahead and gave ourselves creative mode. So, yeah, this is roughly where we're going to start on the map, down here. Now, usually people like to go to Herbivore Island to start off, which is a great location to start off your first playthrough on Ark. And even, for your first base on the island map. There's nothing really dangerous here. I mean, yeah, you can piss off some Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Ankies, and even Brontos you'll find around here, which will cause you some trouble if you do that. But otherwise, this is a pretty safe place. You can tame Parasaurus, you can tame Phiomia, you can get yourself a little garden started up, growing some vegetables, mine metal with the Ankies, get a lot of flint, and they get a decent amount of stone too from the rock. And then you can use Stegos, Trikes, or if you're feeling frisky enough, you can tame a Bronto to go ahead and get plenty of berries for you. But that's not what we're planning on doing. What we're planning on doing is we're going to try to tame ourselves a couple of parasaurs on the beach here, and they're usually found along here without much trouble. As you can see, there's one right there. Should be some more down here somewhere. Or we could even go for trikes if we're feeling a little frisky. And we're going to create a little caravan to make our way north to the lake that we're looking for, the Little Lost Lake. So, yeah, there's some Brontos. Look at that. So it's going to be a treacherous journey, and we're going to die along the way, I'm sure. Look at that. There's Equus down here. If we can get Equus, that would even be better because of the speed of them and the fact that, you don't need a saddle to ride them. You got to wait till you're level 10 before you can actually tame one, but achieving level 10 is not an issue. The goal is going to be to level up real quick and start heading north. And basically all we're going to do is follow this path, this little river here. And it does split off from time to time. But if you continue to head north on it, you kind of skirt the green obelisk here. You're going to run into some dangerous stuff along the way. You might find a Spino. As you can see, there's a Baryonyx right there. There could be some Sarcos. So you're going to have to kind of be aware of what you're doing along the way. And just, plain be careful. I mean, it's treacherous this way. So, and then once we get up here, boom, we're going to leave the river for a little bit, and we're going to stick to the high ground across here around this little swampy area, because it can be very dangerous. You see the Sarco down there. There's probably Capros, Baryonyx, and some other crazy things. And we're just going to kind of skirt that. Redwoods is across the way. And then follow this north. We're going to continue our path. Now, along the way, of course, we're going to be leveling up, because we're going to make ourselves whatever we can as we go. Stone picks, bow and arrow, all that kind of stuff. Basic clothing, that sort of thing. We're going to continue our path. As you can see, it's not the most dangerous route to take, but there are dangers along the way. And of course, every iteration of the game is going to be unique and different, so who knows what we'll face when it comes our time. And who knows how ASA will differ from ASE. It could be vastly different. We could find things, way different than they are now. But as we make our way further and further north, we're going to come to this area here, where that river opens up into the sea. Out here, you've got the extremely dangerous Carnivore Island. We're not heading there, though. What we're going to do is, when we get up here, we're going to cut into the woods here. And let me get down to ground level a little bit. There is a pathway through the woods we're going to have to find. It's always a little challenging to find it the first time. I think this will lead us up. Yeah, here it is. Sorry. Yeah. Let's get down low. There we go. So as you can see, it's completely overgrown and all that. We're going to go back out so that we can see it from the perspective of the actual river here. Boom. There we go. Doesn't look like a path at all, right? But it is. So we're going to head through there. And again, not a lot of danger in here usually. There's going to be some moderate amounts of danger. But if you got a Parasaur that you've pumped some health into and some speed, you'll be able to outrun most of it. If we get lucky along the way and we're able to bola a few Raptors, we'll be able to go ahead and use them for protection. They'll provide some form of protection. But our goal is to come out here in this area. And this is a beautiful area to build in. Now, yeah, we've got a dangerous Sarco down there. That's, that goes without saying. And there's usually a Sarco here. I see them quite often. Sometimes I see Raptors spawn in. Occasionally there's a Carno and, other predators in the area. But it's still a very good location because you've got water right here. You usually have beavers that spawn in, and they'll create beaver dams, which you'll be able to extract. Look at that, the beavers killed the Sarco for us. Go figure. But you'll be able to extract cementing paste from that. You got plenty of wood in the surrounding area, plenty of stone to farm up. And what's really nice is you're not very far from this location right here. I mean, it is a bit of a distance, and at first it's going to be quite hard to get up here. But once you get it together and you get some decent dinos, wow, look at all those Raptors. Holy cow. Anyway, obsidian. Metal. Lots more metal, lots more obsidian. And I think there's some crystal up here too, if I remember correctly. Yep. A little bit of crystal up top here. But all along this mountain, you've got just a ton of resources that are great. There's some more crystal. And, yeah, you'll be well on your way to building anything you want. Look at all the metal down here. Now, of course, you got big bads. Like that guy. You'll have gigas spawn in the area as well. Lots of bad stuff, so you have to be careful, you know. But it's a good location to collect RGs, which are one of the best mounts in the game for aerial travel, as they can be used for a variety of purposes, from long-distance travel to carrying tons of weight, even combat. You'll have plenty of raptors to tame in the area, which is outstanding. Carnos, if you want to go something a little bigger. You'll find Rexes too. They'll spawn down here by the water sometimes, or even over here on this mountain, which is another great location. On this mountain you'll find plenty of danger. Saber-tooths, scorpions, you can see more raptors. But again, RGs. Lots of RGs in this area. A great place to start taming those guys. And as you can see here, you're going to find more metal, more obsidian. As you get closer to the top, pardon the sun there, lots of metal, crystal. Yeah, great location. So that's going to be the goal for day one. So this is going to be kind of like a heads up for the guys that are going to be coming along to ASA. This is what we got in store for us. It's a long journey. I mean, look at this. We'll take it from high up. It's a long journey to get here because we're going to be spawning in more than likely down here, but I'm also considering, you know, maybe we'll just spawn in the harder area. It might be a little tougher at first, but if we spawn in up north here, you know, on this coast, we might do all right. I mean, you've got pteranodons, you know, but you've also got some scary stuff out here like scorpions. You got the turtles, which is cool. You should have dodos around here. I believe dodos spawn in around here. Yeah. That's what we're going to be looking to do. So we're going to be looking for that lake. It's one of the most popular places to build a base in-game. One of my favorites. Absolutely love it. It's not quite centrally located on the map, you know, but, you know, in fact, it's not really central at all, but it is not too far from various biomes. Now, the only big problem with this location is it's quite a distance from any obelisk. You got the green one there, you got the blue one up there, and the red one, I don't even know if we can see it from here, but it's way out this direction here. See it out there in the distance. Hold on, we'll get to it. Man, the clouds are rough today. Yeah, so you got the red one way out here. So to launch any boss runs is going to be quite a project to get to any of those locations. You know. But, again, everything has a price. Now, the other place I've considered is kind of down here across from the redwoods, as this is a little bit more centralized. A lot harder to secure this, though. That place down there, even though there's a lot of danger around, it's not too hard to secure it, you know. But this is a nice little area, too. You got a decent, pretty much flat area here. You have access to resources again, a lot of stone, a lot of wood, and then the mountain right there with all the... is this the one? Yeah. Again, all the metal, all the obsidian, crystal, all that fun stuff up here. But I do think this is the better trade-off down here. I think this is the spot. So that's what we're going to be going for day one. So you guys, get ready, man, because it's going to be quite a journey. And I almost want to start it in the south because that is the easy area, and that'll give us a lot of time to make our way north, level up a little bit, and kind of get things together. Is that a... That's just seaweed. Looking for beaver dams, but not seeing any. They might have them outside of here. But yeah, that's what we're looking at for day one, guys. So get ready. It's going to be coming up probably in less than 2 weeks, or roughly 2 weeks, my guess. We'll have to see. Wildcard still hasn't told us anything, but they have posted a pretty cool picture from in-game. of a raptor. Nice up-close shot of its face. So go to survivetheark.com and check it out. And tell me what you guys think of it. I'm Captain Beefy. This is Game Vault. Thanks for watching today. If you found this entertaining at all, or if you're looking forward to the new Ark Survival Ascended series that's going to be starting up, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for notifications. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.